friend was, sharing a story or a parable rather. The donkey and the tiger. And the donkey says the grass is blue, and the tiger says no, the grass is green. So they argue about it. And then they decide, okay, let's go to the lion, the wise king. So they go to the lion and, oh, wise king, we have this argument, dispute, and we want you to solve it. And the king lion listens to the whole story and says, donkey is right, grass is blue, and put this stupid tiger in the prison. Okay, so the tiger goes to the prison. And then the king goes for the rounds in the prison. And the tiger shouts, I thought you were the wise one, but apparently you are not the wise one. So the lion goes to the tiger. There are two issues with your argument. One, you argued with the donkey. And the second, you wasted my time. That's why you are in the prison. Right? So, but if you look at it this way, the moment we say donkey, we kind of say, okay, donkey is the fool. That's why it is saying grass is blue. But the donkey, if it is not seeing a blue color, why would it say it? So we were, last Friday, we were watching this movie, Ant-Man, the Quantumanium. So I was explaining my son. So the guy, is in the quantum realm, and suddenly he's, his replicas, his clones, appears in thousands, and they all are fighting. I am the real me, and the other guy says, no, I am the real me, and they started fighting with each other. So then this guy, Ant-Man, says, what's happening here? So he says, in the quantum realm, this is a possibility which you are creating. Okay. And then suddenly he says, okay, let's all form a pyramid and take me to that, to the place where he is going. And suddenly the pyramid is formed and everyone is pulling him up. And then suddenly he thinks, what if this pyramid falls? And it falls. So then I was telling my son, the quantum realm in a human situation is his own mind. And so each individual, as many as beings, each one has their own reality. For some, grass is green, and for some, grass is blue. For some, grass is yellow. Okay. And who is right? Everyone is right. Because from their perspective, from their reality, that's how it appears. So if you go into the scriptures, Indian scriptures especially, even I remember Jesus kind of said the same thing. I don't remember the exact reference, but I'll find it and let you guys know. So the world is an appearance. And it appears according to each individual's reality or perception. And then who is right? Who is wrong? And what is really right? That's another question. Okay, my perception, grass is blue, and your perception, grass is green. Which one is right? Right? What is the real color of the grass? Who knows? Okay. So in the scriptures, this God, they say God cannot be known. So God cannot be known, that means God is unknown? No. God is not unknown also. See, God cannot be known and God is not unknown. So anything you define God, okay, God is powerful.
God is frozen.
So If you say God is powerful, then God is neither powerful nor powerless. You see, like the contradiction. So it is neither that nor this. So if you say God is powerful, no. Does that mean God is powerless? No. Or is it God above the power? No. Or God is below the power? No. And Babaji put this whole concept in a very simplistic way. He says, remove all definitions, you find God. So now the question is, so that which is unknown or that which cannot be known, should it be known? Is the criteria that we should know God? Right? That which is not unknown, should it be unknown? the how this is, right? So the requirement of the God is not to be known. Very simple. God is not to be understood. Here God, I am talking about higher essence, is not to be understood, not to be known, not to be seen. Okay, so it is neither, it cannot be seen, nor it is unseen. You see the trouble here? I hope I am making sense. So it need not be seen. It need not be known. It need not be understood. Then what should I do with it? Or should I do anything with it? So the simplest answer which heartfulness gives is, get absorbed into it. Okay. So again, you cannot say it. It is neither it nor that. It is neither this nor that. So only solution is to become. Become is, it's not like we become. Allow, the God is always ready to absorb us into its realm, the true reality. Now we get out of the green and blue situation and we entered the realm of that, the true reality, you can say. It is again, you cannot say it is truth or untruth. The true essence. So that is, meditation is a means to achieve that state. Meditation is a means to get out of our reality. Enter into a state. Okay. So then there is no judgment of whether it should be blue or green or yellow. It is what it is. And then all this mental, turbulences will attain certain equilibrium. So, it balanced state. When all faculties reach certain balanced state, there's so much harmony created within. So then we also enter into that state which is neither this nor that. It can be only, even experienced is a wrong word here, but lack of any other words. We get into that realm of that state. And then you see from there, then you realize this life from there. Then you will say all this world is an appearance, but that is the true Lord in the state you are in. So that is the beauty of meditation. So meditation is not to calm our mind. This Sunday I was saying meditation is not to control our mind. is the control our mind. It's like control, the opposite. Even though you are saying it's the opposite. So once you enter into a spiritual realm, all that we understood is exactly the opposite. But we must have the courage to understand that. And that's why Babuji coined this word, invertendo. It's all we understood so far, it kind of turns upside down. And we must have the courage to accept it. So that's why meditation is, we're getting into that vast openness, infinity. So there you cannot say control your mind, then you are narrowing its approach. You're contracting it. Whereas we are expanding. The control is in the expansion, not in the contraction. Okay. So that's why when we meditate, no conditions applied for meditation. Just leave the mind free and wait with an idea that we are getting absorbed into that infinite higher state, which doesn't have any definition. So, that means it cannot be expressed in any form of words. So it has no definition, neither it has a no non-definition. So you cannot put it in words. You cannot express it in any form, any which way. But I can feel that state. That is why Daji says meditation is about feeling. We can touch its depths, not through a thought, but through meditation, through the real perception, through the expansion of consciousness. So that's what we are attempting in our meditation. So I'll stop here for any comments or any other observations. I hope I did not confuse you guys. But if I have confused you, I have achieved my goal. All right.
That is one part of the coin. And so hear me out. So I was just thinking then by that definition, and the other coin is, and this is from the literature, if I literally take it, that means there is no meaning to anything. Even me getting better, even me doing anything, even it's just like everything is just, you keep negating to this. So, and I think, and then as you were saying to me, so it's like one of the things I used to say to myself, am I getting better with my meditation? How do I know? And one of the answers there is that, well, are you changing as a person? Are you getting better? And then who gets to define? I get to define whether I'm getting better or not, or is there any good changes or not. So, but then again, that change is also, if you look at through the glass, is also nothing. And so that can get like really very complicated, and then almost there is like, do I even
see?
That's a whole. I got to close the loop. So to there, I think one of the teachings is, or maybe I took it in a very extreme, or this in an extreme fashion. There, the teachers say that the life got to be like the bird's wings. There is a spiritual and material aspect, and you balance both. And so even if in that nothingness, that balance has to be achieved just by being one with nature. I don't know if it can be balanced.
So, okay, so
100%.
let me say this, okay? Even lot of, very renowned scholars understood this as a negation, just like how you said it. But here, it's
All
all
by
inclusion, all inclusion. There is no exclusion. So that's why we cannot we cannot stick to a perspective and think it is right. Even the perspective I am giving in the words, it is still limited, right? So that's why it's more and more simplified than complicated. It's the more and more simplified is because so no expectations out of meditation. Just do it, be there, feel it. That's what I'm saying. So here, the negation is, it is because it's neither this nor that. Even negation or non-negation, both doesn't appeal to it. Okay, so that's why it is so such a simplest thing you can think of, and we complicate it because it is not this, not this. So you say you keep on negating everything, you will find God. No, you will never find God. There is infinite things to negate. So here, the whole idea of this, neither this nor that, is it's an inclusive understanding. That means whatever you are right now, whatever you feel, think of that as an ultimate. That's the message it is conveying. So wherever you are in pain, it's an ultimate. You are in pleasure, it's an ultimate. You are in joy, bliss, it is an ultimate. You are in utter sorrow, it is an ultimate. So when you kind of give that connotation to it, it loses its significance. And then you are ready for the next level. You see the point there? So it is most simplified way of putting it. Then but our minds don't like anything simple. We want to make it complicated. And so we take the complicated path. So that's why whatever you see, look the opposite of it. Okay. All right. So I think we are 20 minutes past. We can